Hello and welcome to the Auburn on Main podcast. My name is Jonathan Glover, Communications Manager for the City of Auburn, and this is you are listening to episode 72. And I'm joined by Angee Pagosian, co-host. Angee, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing amazing.
Gonna probably be like hosting this episode more.
Oh.
Because you planned the whole thing.
Okay.
And you have the trivia.
And I have trivia today. It's Angee's arena, but I made it. So.
It is literally her arena, so I will be testing my knowledge in that. And we're joined today by our special guest. We have Noah Gillen.
Hi.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
Gillen, perfect. And then Kenzie Jordan.
Yep.
Hello, Noah and Kenzie. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing good.
Awesome. You're both in high school, but freshly out of high school, in high school still, going into senior year. Okay. Perfect. Angee, what have you been up to?
Up to amazing things.
Mm-hmm.
This weekend I did drag bingo for the first time at the Tacoma Comedy Club. It's basically bingo hosted by drag queens.
You did that during Porch Fest.
Yeah, it was during Porch Fest. And then Camille went to that and I was like, I'm done for the day because I had already done a social thing before that. And
The battery was
done.
out. Yep. I went to Porch Fest. That was fun.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Porch Fest?
No.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Tell us about it.
It's where central Tacoma, pretty much all of it, is shut down for like the side streets, and a bunch of porches will host bands there. So if you're in the crowd, they're kind of sectioned by quadrant. So like 12 to 3 will be over here, and then the whole crowd kind of moves. So you're just moving through the city with all of these porches that have all of these bands hanging out, and there's food trucks and just a lot of music everywhere. So if you're like, oh, I don't really like this band, you just walk like a block down, and there's another band playing just a little bit away.
Sounds awesome.
It's super fun.
Was there vegan food options?
We didn't eat there. We ate before and after, but there was a bunch of stuff. There was Kona ice. There was vegan ice cream.
How long were you out there for?
Like 3 hours.
It's a pretty considerable amount of time.
Yeah, saw a couple of bands. You know, like, and it was like sunny the whole time. But when you're in sunglasses, this always happens to me. I always forget how sunny it is. I never wear sunglasses, and then when I do, I'm like, oh, it's not even that bright out. And then you take them off, and you're like, oh my god, I've just been blasted by the sun for 3 hours.
Right.
Are you vegan?
I'm not.
No,
He
it's
is.
me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was like, that's a weird question.
No.
She just asks everybody if there's vegan food for no reason.
I ask you because
Yeah,
you're
I know.
vegan. I don't just ask
Yeah.
people that.
No, it's super fun. Okay, so you did that. That's cool.
Yes, I really want to go see The Invite in theaters.
I want to see that as well.
Yeah.
Actually.
Have you guys heard of that?
No, I haven't. No.
What about the Odyssey?
I have heard
Yes.
of Odyssey.
Yeah.
Okay, I watched that. That was fantastic. Well, we watched it. It was a big group of us.
I really respect that you go in like during the daytime, not just at night.
Yeah, it was 10 a.m. We watched the Odyssey. Well, 10:30 a.m.
I love that.
Which is really 11 a.m. after the previews. But
True.
and have you heard of The Ring, the movie The Ring, the horror movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched that the Friday before that. That was by myself.
You had already seen that one before, though, right?
So many. I've seen it
Okay.
a bajillion times. But I've only. So this is the thought. It's Friday Night Frights in Gig Harbor. And it's cool to see old movies in theaters again, I think. And I've seen this movie a bajillion times. And I was like, oh, I haven't seen this since I was 12, right? It was like 7th grade.
Like
Was that-
in theaters.
Yes. So it'd be cool to see it again in theaters. And it was super awesome. Highly recommend it.
I love that.
Go to movie theaters by yourselves, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
a lot of fun.
100%.
Note taken.
I love a solo date. Like, I love going out by myself.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah. It was just like me and some guy next to me. I think he was by himself. We were just chilling.
You guys could have sat next
There was
to
a
each
lot of
other.
other people, but I was focused on him because he was like really close to me. You know,
Yeah.
like the seats are like doubles. You ever been to like movie theater, like modern movie theaters, and they have like that seat that goes up,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it's meant for two people to sit together who know each other, but sometimes you're just with a stranger.
Oh, you guys were like,
Oh, we're like
Next to
if
each
we
other.
put up the thing, we could cuddle. You know, Well, obviously we didn't do that, but it was one of those seats. A lot of people wouldn't take that seat, right? They see that and they go, "No." I'm like, I want to sit in the middle. I want a good seat, so I did
feel
it.
you. I definitely feel that. I'm the same way. I'm like, I don't care. No one's getting my way of being in the middle.
Exactly.
So
I'm gonna have a good seat. It was great.
What have you guys been up to?
I've mostly been up to rehearsal and swimming for most of the summer.
Swimming?
Swimming, that's fun.
Like competitively?
No,
or-
I used to do it competitively, but now it's just a hobby because it's fun in the summer and I don't like to be warm very
It
much.
is fun. It's a
Okay,
good
where do you
workout
go
too.
swimming?
My grandma has a house in Lake Meridian and also just like Lake Taps and around those parts.
Yeah, that's great.
What an amazing way to spend your summer.
No, yeah, it's awesome.
Angee, do you swim?
I don't know how to swim.
Oh,
It's
no.
next on my list. I didn't know how to bike. I learned how to bike this summer.
Yeah.
And the
We just got to
next
give
thing,
you a reason to have to swim.
Yeah, the next thing on my list is genuinely to swim. I want to take like
You're going,
lessons.
yeah, like you're gonna be like in Mexico, like Cabo.
I know I should learn how to swim.
It's also
before
it's
then.
one of those things where like it's great to know how to do it, obviously, just to do it. But it's also another thing where you have to do it to survive sometimes.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a workout, but it's also a survival thing. So
No,
I think that's fun.
100%. I've thought about that. Like, if I were to like fall into the freaking ocean or the lake, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd just
Yeah.
drown because I don't even know how to float. Like,
You don't know how to float?
I don't. I think I get really tense.
You
and
psych yourself up. And you know I can tell more than I can, but if you just fill your lungs up and you just lay back, you will float.
Oh, I can like lay back, but I don't know how to like tread water and like.
Yeah.
Just kick.
Yeah.
Just kind of kick.
Yeah, I don't know how to swim, but I do know how to just not drown.
Yeah,
Like I can doggy paddle or float my way
That's
out
important.
of death.
for sure.
Okay, good.
For a while at least, right?
Yeah.
Well,
I get pretty tired, too.
Shoot. Yeah, I got to learn how to do that. It's embarrassing. It's like you're 25 years old. But I did learn how to bike, and I'm proud of that much.
Yeah,
Good
that's
job.
great.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
learned quickly too.
I literally learned in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe you can bike underwater.
Oh.
Yeah, have you tried that yet?
Yeah. No, I have to show off, though. I'm really proud of this, but I literally learned how to bike on a Monday, and then Saturday I biked 10 miles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, that was a fun trip.
Okay.
Good job.
Anyway.
Well, about that biking trip,
Mhm.
my bike, I hadn't rode it in a year. I should have checked the gears. Something happened, and I got stuck in one of the hardest gears,
Oh,
and we had to ride up like a gentle hill for about 5 miles. And I couldn't stop because I didn't.
It
Like,
was
as soon as you get the
7.
momentum down, as soon as you're not momentuming, it was really hard to start up again. So I like flew through that, and everybody was way behind me, and I couldn't tell them why I'm flying through it.
Mm,
That was fun.
yeah.
Kenzie, have you done anything recently?
Rehearsals have been taking up a huge portion of my time.
As they
And
do.
If not at rehearsal, I'm running an errand or one errand or another for the show. But other than Shakespeare, I've been trying to make more money to help pay for
Okay.
college.
Oh.
I've been looking
That's
at a lot of
important.
online gigs, not finding much.
Yeah.
Kind of reorganizing my room for a garage sale, hopefully.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You just missed the Auburn Community Art Sale. Do you live in?
Yeah,
You live in
no,
Auburn proper?
I don't live over
Oh,
there.
well.
Fun fact about Kenzie, I don't know, we can cut this if you don't want this to be shared, but her dad like owned as of almost just in like doesn't your dad own or owned Jersey Mike's in Auburn?
Yeah. He
Oh,
did have
that's the
part
Jersey
ownership. Yeah, he
Mike's.
had part ownership over that one for
Oh,
like
okay.
almost 13 years, I think.
Yeah,
The one
and
that
I
Marina works at?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the reason I said it like
Oh.
so iffy is because I think he just sold his portion or
Yeah,
something,
like
right?
really recently.
Yeah. So
That's interesting. Where's that one at?
right by the outlet collection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that Marina just continues to work there.
Narina works there like one day a week. She loves it.
Yeah, it's like our whole group works there now. It's me, Narina, our friend Bridget, our friend Maddox just applied. Bridget's little brother is going to work there in August. We have
I
our
think
friend
it's just
Cooper
fun.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
What makes it Mike's Way?
Mike's, hang on, I'll give you my spiel.
Okay.
Mike's Way is the way we recommend all of our cold sandwiches come. It is onion, lettuce, tomato, vinegar, oil, oregano, and salt, or the juices
It's
and
all
spices.
of that makes it Mike's Way?
Yeah.
That's like 9 things. I thought it was going to be like, oh, we put oil on it. Or
Nope,
like we
onion,
put
lettuce,
pepper.
tomato, vinegar, oil, oregano, salt.
I
I
love
do
that.
love all of those, by the
Yeah,
way.
in that order.
I don't like a wet sandwich. I don't
Oh, I
like.
love a wet sandwich.
No.
Are
I
you
like
kidding me?
mayo, but I don't like oil and vinegar.
Love
The way
it.
to fix that is because I agree that when the bread gets
Because you
soggy,
eat it quickly.
yeah, when the bread gets
Yeah.
soggy, it's no go. So if you want to like take it hiking or whatever,
Yeah, don't do that.
usually extra lettuce and also light juice helps a lot because then it's almost like the lettuce is vinegar flavored
Yeah,
and like the oil
love it.
just kind of
I could see that working.
Yeah.
It's when I see them like drowsing the thing, but not so shout out to the new owners. Narina was like, yeah, they're sticklers about like getting a free sandwich during your shift.
yeah.
I was like,
She did. She said that to me too.
she did.
Yeah.
I'm just like, really, guys?
So,
they
but-
can't have.
I'm going back to the sandwich thing. When I make a sandwich, and it's not very often these days for sure, but like I will put so much red wine vinegar on there that it's basically like the bread is like soaked.
Yeah.
That's how much vinegar I like. But that's me. I
Do you
love
toast the
vinegar.
bread or is it like?
Yes.
Okay,
of
so you
course.
toast. Not that it matters either way. It's wet, right? But I'm just curious if you like it.
Well, see, the
toast.
toasted it helps not take up as much of the wet.
What I used to do also, I used to have a problem with vinegar. I had to cut back. But when I had a sandwich, I would take a cup of vinegar.
What do you mean you had a problem with it?
I mean, I'll explain this. It'll help
Okay,
explain in a
yeah.
second. I would take a cup of vinegar and then I would pour it on the sandwich and
whole
then I would
cup?
take a bite. No. Like just like
Oh yeah. See, that's the type. That's how much vinegar I want in each bite.
yeah. And then I would sometimes I would sip from the cup of vinegar also.
I would
Or-
also do that.
Yeah.
The people think I'm weird. You'll grab the red wine vinegar to do it, and then you just take a little swig for yourself, just a
Yeah.
little.
Thank you.
I'm like that with pickle juice.
I
love
do that
pickle.
too.
Yeah.
I love the sour.
Who got you into that? Was it like a parent who would do that and then you started doing it?
I don't know. Maybe Kenzie knows. She's younger.
Who got you into vinegar?
Well, no, like who got you into vinegar? I don't know. I think I was born this way. It's like hot sauce. I just love it.
Yeah, I just really liked it. I think Jersey Mike's did not help, but I loved. All my friends conspired for one of my birthdays. They each got me a bag of salt and vinegar chips.
See, I love salt and vinegar
That's
chips. Salt and
fun.
vinegar almonds.
Kettle
Have you
cooked
tried
are the
those?
best.
They have a-
Salt and vinegar pistachios are the best.
yeah.
Oh, I've never.
Salt and vinegar anything.
I
Love
need
it.
a
Yeah.
sneeze.
Mustard, love it. Okay, she's got a sneeze.
I'm fine.
There's this place, Top of Tacoma. You heard of that?
Yes.
It's like
I've
a
heard
dive
of
bar.
it.
You guys can't go, but you
Oh.
can when you're 21. There's like a spicy mustard. You get a vegan grilled cheese. That's the entire reason I order that sandwich, is for that spicy mustard.
I love
Ashley
mustard.
can tell you.
Yeah. Okay, real quick, then we'll
Get
not
on to
talk
why
about
we're
yeah.
here.
But I'm always curious about people who like own franchises and whatnot. Like, were you guys like living off of Jersey Mike's? Like, how does that work?
Well, this is a good example. I was in musicals at Riverside, and for musicals, all of the actors or part of the cast and crew are supposed to bring 12 cookies, like to help give out to the audience members.
Oh, okay.
And I would ask my dad, "Hey, can I have like $20 to get some cookies from the store?" He'd be like, "Yeah, here's the key to the store. Go into the Jersey Mike's and just take their cookies."
Wow.
And so for multiple of Riverside shows, I would have Jersey Mike's cookies lined up in a little bin.
Yeah. I'm sure people love those, right?
Yeah, or like I was also on band leadership team, and for band events, it was always Jersey Mike's catering or things like
that's
that.
so cool.
Yeah.
It's quite convenient that now that you're not done with Riverside, you don't need that anymore, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
god.
good timing.
Were you gonna say something? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't remember.
Okay. All right. We're good. Okay.
Okay.
Let's move on. Perfect.
Noah, where do you fall in? Do you like vinegar?
Oh.
Yeah, I like a wet sandwich. I don't like a soggy sandwich
Okay.
though.
Yeah. That's respectable. I think I'm the problem.
Whoa. I just had like major deja vu with you saying that. Like something about you saying
I do talk about wet sandwiches a lot. Yeah.
I don't like a wet. I like a wet sandwich. I don't like a
Soggy sandwich.
soggy
Soggy
sandwich.
sandwich.
Something about that took me somewhere.
It was
I'm like, I've
it's
heard
because it's
that
a
before.
profound thought.
Should all get Jersey Mike's after this.
Yeah, I've never had it.
You've never had it?
No, I went vegan before.
Mm.
I don't know if it was Jersey Mike's around recent. Like, is it a recent thing?
It's been around for a while, but it's definitely picked up in the last few
Yeah.
years.
See, I feel like I never saw them. Maybe it's because where I was living. I don't know. I just never saw them.
They have
I've had Jimmy
lettuce
John's,
wrapped.
Subway, Quiznos. Never had
Is
Jersey
it
Mike's.
We have
Jimmy
lettuce
John?
wraps?
You don't? I thought
I don't
the
think so.
sub
I
in a
mean,
tub.
Sub in a tub, yeah.
Okay,
Sub
that's
in a
just a
tub?
salad, right?
Yeah, just salad.
Are you guys or is it Jimmy John's who does the sandwich in the pickle?
What?
Is that
I am
They, like, scoop
pretty
out a
darn
pickle.
sure that's Jimmy John's.
3,000% of your sodium right there for the day.
That sounds awesome.
It does sound pretty good.
that sounds really good.
Yeah.
All right. I don't
How
think
big is
we.
the pickle?
I
gonna be
don't
massive.
know. It must be really big.
Do you like pickles?
I love.
You get like
I
one
love
piece of
pickles
turkey.
too. See,
pickle.
but James doesn't love pickles, right?
He doesn't.
Exactly. You have to date. Do you both like pickles?
Yeah.
Oh, see, uh-oh.
Uh
Because
oh.
when you order the sandwich and then, they're like, oh, I don't like pickles. Will you eat it? It's like, yes. You
I'll
want to
take your
date the
pickles.
person who doesn't like the pickles. if
Sometimes
you love the
pickles are a little
pickles.
too much for me.
There you go.
So-
Perfect.
James will actually. He's so sweet. He will ask for extra pickles so that I can
Oh,
have extra
wow. That is
pickles.
very nice.
Why
Ashley
don't
doesn't
you
do
do
that.
Because sometimes I want the pickles.
Okay.
Okay, so you're both here, excuse me, to talk about Shakespeare in the Park. And you called it A Sucker's Shakespeare?
Yeah, a sucker Shakespeare.
A
is the
Sucker
company
Shakespeare.
name.
Company. Perfect. What is that? What is your company and what do you do and how do you do it and where do you do it?
All at once.
Well, all at once.
Okay, same time. Ready? We are a 100% student-led and student-organized Shakespeare company that takes place over the summer in the parks. We do our audition process just before school ends, and then we start holding rehearsals. And yeah, we do a bunch of Shakespeare comedies. It's completely free for students to participate. Our rule is that it is student-led and student-acted. So we can have students who are about to go into high school or who had just graduated in leadership positions, such as we have a director. I'm the executive director. Noah is the creative lead. We have a productions administrator and a technical director as part of our directing team. And those are all students. And our actors are all students. But also, we're students and don't have a lot of money or resources, so we allow parents or other volunteers who want to help us haul set pieces in or build set pieces or help us advertise or things like that.
Oh, cool.
It's who we are and what we are.
Which parks do you do Shakespeare in?
The last 2 years we did it at Game Farm Park, but the first year we did it at LesGov.
Okay.
We didn't know that Game Farm Park had like an actual amphitheater
It does,
to do
yeah.
stuff at.
Mhm.
So that's why we didn't do it at Game Farm Park the first year.
Yeah. So you continue to do it at Game Farm mostly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Did you finally find the contact for?
There is a whole story about this.
It's Laura, right?
We have been trying to get our venue, the amphitheater, booked at the beginning of June is when we first started trying it.
Mm-hmm.
And our shows we open in 2 weeks. We open in 2 weeks, right? Yeah. And at the beginning of June, we started trying to find the amphitheater. And we had issues like the phone number wasn't working. People weren't responding to our emails. And so eventually it got to the end of June where I asked her productions administrator, her name is Reagan. Hi, Reagan, if she's watching at some point. Hi, Reagan. She was going to book the venue, but I ended up asking her about it, and she said she was having a lot of struggles with it. So I asked Ange, like, hey, where should I go? What should I do? And she suggested going to the community event center. Yeah. So I walked into the community event center. Hi, my name is Mackenzie Soccer Shakespeare, blah, 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 blah. And they said, if you want to rent it out for half of a day, it's going to be $80. I don't have that money. Is there any like grants? Can we get it for free? And they said they've never, ever done that before.
Oh.
So, So we went to the librarians at Lesgrove Park who had helped us in previous years. And I said, hey, I'm Mackenzie George, blah, 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 blah. Can you help me? And they gave me the name of someone I should email, and they CC'd me on an email. And I'm hoping, we haven't gotten a response yet, but also that was Friday afternoon. I'm hoping that if they haven't sent a response by tonight, I'm going to go in person to the event center again and be like, hey, here's the name of someone. Can I talk to someone? Because we still don't have the venue booked, and it's only 2 weeks away.
Okay.
So and $80 doesn't sound like a lot, but you guys have like 6 different showings.
5 show days.
5.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of money. For
that
you
would
guys.
be $400. And
if anyone wants to sponsor,
if anyone wants, we do fundraisers. Last year we were able to raise, I think, almost $200 in one day just by our dollar fundraiser, where we just went to the farmers market at Lesgrove and we talked to the people in charge, like, hey, where can we go to just stand there? And we kind of caught people walking by in places where we were permitted to go and be like, hey, here's what I do. Do you have a single dollar to give me? And we got just $200 just from doing that.
That
it was
was
super
awesome,
helpful.
Kenzie.
Yeah.
That's really great.
Yeah, it was awesome. And also, one of our biggest fundraisers was we auction off set pieces or costume pieces that we're not going to use again during our last show. It's like, hey, here's the dress that the main character wore starting at $20. And we got up to I think, what was the highest item bid?
Probably like 50, maybe.
Yeah, we sold
that's a lot. That's more
quite
than
a
I
bit of
would've thought.
stuff.
Otherwise, it would have just been like sitting around collecting dust. So that's a great way to raise
What
money.
if you did a bake sale of the
Narina's cake pops?
Jersey Mike's
Oh,
cookies?
I don't
her
think
dad
that's
doesn't
legal.
even own it
The
anymore.
pickles. No, can you not just do if you go to a park and just perform a play in the middle of the park? You could do that, right? Without needing the space for the amphitheater?
That is kind of our backup plan, but the only issue with that is that we have we have very specific instructions, like, oh, here's the path, and it's very easy for because we have a lot of elderly people
Accessible,
or people,
right.
it's accessible for people, and also we have a curtain that we hang up with a wire, so there's a backstage, there's a props table, there's a place for costume changes.
It's like a whole thing.
So the past couple years, you were using the amphitheater, but weren't paying for it, or how was that?
Last year, I wasn't on the directing team last year. You probably know more than I do about this.
They pretty much did the same thing we did. With the same thing we're doing right now. They just talked to librarians and they helped, but
Hooked you up with.
we
the
didn't know
amphitheater.
that they did that until a week or two ago.
Yeah.
So.
We could I think I could direct you to somebody at the city who could help.
If you can help us,
For sure.
please.
Yes.
I beg.
This is This is networking, guys.
So you said 2
Connections.
weeks. That's 1 week by the time this podcast airs. What day is it? August.
Well, it
8th?
starts
Our
July.
opening is July 30th.
July 30th. Okay.
Yep.
So that would be tomorrow by the time people can listen to this. That'd be July 30th. Thursday?
Yep.
Okay. What time?
At
6 p.m.
6.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
Which play?
12th night.
Oh, cool. What other plays have you done?
We did Midsummer Night's Dream. Well,
yeah, classic. It's
we
a classic
did
for summer.
We did we have to abridge the show so
Yeah.
they're shorter. So we did we did one that was just they cut out the lovers plot, so it was just Bottom, the Weaver, and Puck and
That's interesting.
but we didn't find it's not like a modern translation. Well, it's not like a modern abridged version. The people back in Shakespeare times, they liked it so much that they abridged it.
Oh, wow.
So it was just
So
Bottom.
it's like the old abridged version.
Yeah, it's
already.
the old.
That's interesting.
It's a really long title, but it starts with The American Suited Humors of Bottom the Weaver, blah, 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 blah.
That's super fun.
Yeah, and the year after that, we did, what's it called? The Merry Wives of Windsor.
Oh, okay.
And now we're doing 12th Night.
Cool. That's fun.
Yay.
Like 45 minutes or an hour?
Like probably, we haven't ran the show fully yet, but I think it's gonna run about like an hour 50, hour 30 around there.
Wow, that's a long performance. Narina's going to be in it,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
right? Yeah.
Narina, do
Oh.
you guys know the characters of 12th Night at all?
I don't know.
Narina will be playing Viola. She is the whole show is about, if we have time for a plot summary.
Yeah.
It's 12th Night, or What You Will, is essentially about a set of twins named Viola and Sebastian who get separated, and in order to kind of make her way on this island, Viola disguises herself as a man, and she starts working for the Duke Orsino, who is the Duke of Illyria, right? Overall, and Viola falls in love with Orsino, but she's dressed as a man, and Orsino can't know that she's not actually a man, so it's secret. And then Viola goes to send a letter to the woman Orsino is in love with, and that woman, who's named Olivia, falls in love with Viola dressed as a man. So it is literally a love triangle back in Shakespeare's day. And it gets very convoluted, and then Sebastian ends up, we find out he survived the shipwreck, and he comes into and interacts with people Viola has been interacting with, and it's the whole kind of theme of the show is just it's confusion, mistaken identities, and like unrequited love. And in the end, there's a bunch of marriages, as Shakespeare shows typically go.
Oh, that's super fun.
That's
Something
awesome.
I've
Romantic
noticed about
comedy.
a lot of Shakespeare shows is that they're a lot like soap operas.
Yeah.
There's a lot of love triangles and like mistaking an identity.
That's where soap operas get it from, right? From
probably,
Shakespeare?
yeah.
It's like a bunch of names, right? Or like concepts that he just made that we just never think about, but that is like the etymology comes from Shakespeare.
Yeah.
So that's always super fun too. Like even like names like Sebastian, that wouldn't be shocked if that was the first ever Sebastian.
Yeah.
So
It's really funny how he reuses names, because I was just in a production of The Tempest at Riverside.
oh yeah, the Tempest.
And
yeah.
we have a character named Antonio there. And then in 12th Night, there's another Antonio. And I was just reading, I don't remember what, I think it was The Merchant of Venice I was reading the other day, where there was another Antonio.
Yeah.
Just the name Antonio is used so many times. And I'm so sure there's so many other names. Yeah.
That's a heavy play to be for high
Yeah.
school with the Tempest.
It was so much fun to be a part of.
I really wish I went. I'm sorry I didn't.
Is it free to attend?
At Riverside, no. But
No, sorry, the Shakespeare in the Park.
yeah, we have 100% free admission, because it's not like, because that's where all of our funds come from, fundraising, and we don't want to like, oh, you have $5 to come stand in a spot in the park and watch us. Like, we don't want to do that. So we advertise on our Instagram. Our Instagram is A Sucker Shakespeare. Is there a .0 at the end? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That's our email. Our email is asuckershakespeare.0, but our Instagram is at @asuckershakespeare on Instagram. And I said Instagram like 3 times. Anyway. We advertised our poster on there recently, and it says admission price $0. All you have to bring is a friend, a chair, or a blanket, and maybe
And
some
a
snacks
sense
to
of
watch the show.
humor. How about that too?
Yeah,
I love
sense of humor
great.
too.
some.
Well,
I'll
super cool.
take this opportunity to say that they're very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Bow.
And I've been to the musical. I haven't been to any of yours, but I think I have seen you perform at one of the showcases, I think.
Yeah.
Right? And very,
Probably.
very talented group of kids, for sure. And I can't call you a kid anymore. You're going to college.
I
It's
know.
crazy.
I'm so old.
Yeah, so you're going to UW,
Yeah.
right? Into the theater program.
UW
hopefully.
Seattle. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm currently, I'm hopefully going to double major in political science and drama. So I have to. I'm currently going to major in pre-social sciences, which goes into political science. So I'm going to. I have my like orientation soon, but I'm gonna ask about double majoring.
Cool.
You're going to be walking the halls I did.
Yeah.
The halls that Miss Auburn currently walks.
Oh,
Yeah,
Maddie.
I know Maddie.
Maddie's great.
Yeah, and I'm super excited because they're supposed to be doing Into the Woods next year.
Oh, fun.
So I really, really hope I get in. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I'd
But I
love
hope
to
so.
come see that.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay.
I'll let
great.
you know.
Have you visited the campus before?
I have
Okay.
a few times. Yeah,
You
I
have
have
to
a
live
friend.
on there, right?
Yeah, I'm going to live on campus. But I have a friend who currently goes there, and also I did a tour last year. Went and saw one of their shows, kind of scope out the theater program. But yeah,
I
really
don't think
beautiful
that,
campus.
I feel like there's no way you won't get in. You've been so involved at Riverside, and you're very talented.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna get in.
Angee will send them a
so.
letter.
I'll
if you
send
don't.
I'll
Yeah.
send him a letter. Hey, I'm kind of famous. You know, no, I'm kidding.
And Noah, you're going into senior year,
Yes.
and you are in Running Start, right?
Yeah.
At Green River?
Green River.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And so you're also in the theater program.
Yeah, I'm in the theater program for Auburn and Green River, and last year I was doing 3 shows at once.
Oh my God.
Which
How do
was
you
probably
how do
not
you
a good idea.
memorize the lines from that?
Just repetition. Eventually, you get it so down that it's just muscle memory.
That's true, and that's what I remember being in drama myself. Like you'd always be scared when you first start. You're like, oh my God, how am I going to remember all this? And then you just do naturally. But do you have? I'm sure you have dreams, right? Where you don't know your lines, because I still have them sometimes.
Oh yeah,
I'll have the dream like I've been in a class in the entire semester. I never went to it, and then it's like, oh, I have a test today,
I've had a
but
dream
I've
like
I've
that.
not been in this class
I've
at
had a
all. I'm gonna
dream
fail
like
it.
that. Mm-hmm.
So do you have dreams that you're?
I have plenty of dreams where it's just like it shows that like I haven't even done before, and it's
Yeah.
like you got to it's your turn. You got to
Exactly.
do
Yeah,
it.
like, oh, you're going up on stage right now, and you're like, I've never been in this before. I have no
Yeah.
idea who I even am.
Or
That's
it-
fun. That'll
or-
never go away, by the way. So look
Oh,
forward
fun.
to that.
Yeah, thanks.
That actually happened to me like a few months ago.
Like you were on stage with a play. You were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got an email at like 7 p.m. at night from our technical director over at Riverside, who's named
my
Nico.
God.
Hi, Nico.
Nico.
And he said, hey, West Auburn, who is a very new theater program, they're doing really great.
Yeah.
He said, we had an actor drop. The show is tomorrow. Do you want to be in it? I said, I would love to fill in for them. What's the show? I don't know.
Oh.
Do you have a script? No. You would get it tomorrow
Oh my God.
during the show.
Yeah.
What am I? So I showed up. They gave me my costume. I got a mic on me. They gave me a script. Said you can have your script on stage. The other actors will just kind of direct you. Go.
So This is
Okay.
a live production.
Yeah.
And you
there
have the
was-
script up there.
Yeah, it was a
That's fun.
field trip. The whole school came to see the show at the Art at Riverside,
yeah.
and they had an audience. And then we had another show that night, and yeah, it went fine.
Oh my!
That's
I'm
awesome.
so shocked that you just received the script right then and
Yeah.
there. And at the costume fit, that's such a high school thing for like everyone to be
That
the
is
same
funny.
size.
Yeah. It was just
Oh my
like a
God.
bag. I was a teacher, so it was just a baggy shirt and a.
Oh, you were a teacher. I was
Planning.
going to say our drama teacher would joke that you have to memorize your lines unless you're playing a character that just gets to have a book in front of them.
Yeah.
You could have been a teacher with a book in front of you,
Yeah, I could have.
like a textbook, and then you're just like
The whole time.
Also, like when you're like, even if you have it in front of you, you have to know when your cues are,
Exactly.
right? So that must have been difficult too to know.
Yeah.
Oh, when do I talk? Where's the line at?
yeah.
That's
What
stressful.
am I reacting to?
Props to you for doing that. I feel like
Thank you.
that's
Is that a
so
theater pun?
flexible.
Props to you.
That's like
I
improv
thought of that,
flexing. Do you like to do improv, either of you?
Love.
Yeah. We like improv a lot.
Heck
Oh
yeah.
my God,
I went
when
to.
you-
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Go ahead.
Go for it. I want
No,
you to
I want
go.
you to talk.
No, I want you to talk.
No.
No, I want you to say.
Really?
Just say it. Yeah.
Mine's like a story though.
Do it.
Okay. I went to an improv. It's not that long of or that great of a story. I went to an improv show, or we went to an improv show in Chicago. It was super fun. That's it.
That was worth interrupting. Ange, I think.
had a
That was-
lot of
He didn't
fun.
interrupt me. We just talked at the same time. So wait, hold on, because I'm gonna be going to Chicago to visit NARS, so you'll have to tell me what that venue was, because I love
Narina's going to be in
improv.
Chicago?
She's moving to Chicago for college.
Oh, I didn't know that. Where?
Chicago.
Chicago.
No, I know, but where in Chicago? Which college?
The Illinois Institute of Technology.
Oh, okay.
What I was gonna say is my friend Riley is part of an improv. He takes improv classes in Seattle, and I think he has a blast. And they're really cool if you want to join that when you go to UW.
Would love. I'm so going to join their improv trip.
Yeah, it was
It's
super fun.
awesome.
I love improv. Yeah, invite me to your shows. Like, it's one of my favorite things to watch, and I kind of want to take classes.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It's really
yeah.
fun when it's really good too.
And it's
Only
When it's really good, it's really
yeah,
fun.
and it's
Yeah.
not even like if you want to take an improv class just for fun, because like, oh, I want to make people laugh on stage. You also get so many social skills from it.
Yeah,
Like from
you do.
improv classes, it's made me a lot. Well, I haven't taken improv classes, but like workshops or doing improv games and like my theater troupe, it's making me a lot more comfortable. I have a lot like quicker humor. I can just like snap jokes in a normal conversation, or I'm a lot more confident on a stage because like
Yeah.
I've been on a stage or in big social settings where all the attention on me where I have no idea what I'm about to do.
Right.
And now I know what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fine.
I think it's good for
Right.
conversations too when you can and then. Like you can add
Yeah.
to it, right?
Yes,
Like
and
a lot of people will be like, "Oh, that's cool," and then the conversation's done. But no,
Yeah.
you can like add to it.
Improv did teach me that. I learned those improv skills like when I was like kind of a teenager, and I now say things like "and" instead of "but." Like I
Yeah.
literally do that because of those classes. And you're right, people who like can't like have a conversation where they
Well, sometimes they don't want to, but yeah, sometimes they don't know how to. Like they just don't know how
Yeah,
to
and that-
continue a conversation.
That is one reason, not to circle it back to theater education, but that's
Yeah.
one reason I think that theater education in schools and for younger students and for high school students is so crucial, because there are so many instances in life where I think like this person or this idea has so much potential to be
Right.
bigger than it is if it had the right direction, from like having social skills or being on stage or being able to just really have that control of a room or be able to be a leader in yourself. Be like, I know this is a good idea. I'm not going to listen to anyone else, which is kind of how Sucker Shakespeare got started. We were just talking about this on the way in here. It started with a group of students at Auburn High. Do you want to?
Mm.
Yeah, it started with a group of students at Auburn High who was like, I don't really have anything to do this summer, and I want something to do. So they kind of just started planning a whole show.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that.
How long ago was that?
3 years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
wow.
only so still a really young company, but I think it's a really great story, and it goes to show like if you want to do something, if you're sitting there, like bored and you want to do something, I want to do something for my community, I want to do something for people around me, I just want to do something that gets people together. The only thing stopping you from doing that is your own head. Because if you, like, for example, I'm a student at Auburn High, I'm bored. Let's start a theater company.
Right.
Let's just get students together and let's do stuff.
Yeah.
And it's good for the
Yeah.
community, it's good for education, and it's incredible for community outreach also. I wouldn't be like, my friend group or people that I'm friends with is split between Auburn Riverside and Auburn High School, and I never would have interacted with those people from Auburn High had I not been a part of the Merry Wives of Windsor production that we did last year. That's how I met Noah. It's just so great for community outreach. And also, I joined the program last year, and now I'm in the highest position of leadership we have in the company.
Right.
And so it's really good for directional skills, being able to organize things, being able to talk to people, and it's so... I cannot highlight enough the importance of communication within it, and it definitely teaches you the lesson of you have to tell people what's going on or nothing is going to work. You have to have open communication, and there's also, you have to learn where to draw the line of I'm being your friend versus I'm being a director, and this is what, like, I'm not going to tell you this part. Like, there's a filter that you have to put up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, Kenzie. And I think it also helps you become as well spoken as you are. Like, I love
Thank
how
you.
passionate you are and the way that you talk about it. And you guys at Riverside, at least for sure, were doing advocacy work for theater
Yeah.
and stuff. So I respect that so
Oh,
much.
super important.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It just and like what you're talking about, when artists, like true creatives, when they have like nothing to do or they're bored, they will just create things. And you see that all the time. That's how like public art becomes a thing.
Mhm.
Just people wanting to create stuff that's free for people to enjoy. So
Yeah.
that's super important. And then, yeah, speaking of, we talked about Miss Auburn before, but even with that program, just the public speaking and the confidence
Yeah.
you get to just be able to think on your toes or be confident in a room or like immediately just join a conversation and not feel self-conscious. I think that's super important.
Yeah, we have a company motto. It's in our Instagram bio. Our company motto is "It's not that serious,"
Mhm.
because it's like if you get on stage, mess up a line, run off stage, you forget your prop, and something goes wrong, you don't show up to rehearsal, no call, no show. At the end of the day, it's not that serious because
Exactly.
we have all this big talk, but also we are just kids. Like, we want to do theater. This is for fun. If you're not having fun in the production, then something is wrong.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a high stakes thing, but also putting that aside, in a way, it kind of is that serious because this is how Shakespeare was performed back in the day.
Mhm.
Like a group got together, Shakespeare got his other actor buddies together. Hey, let's do the show. Put on a show in a public space. Then they're able to get a theater, and then it just spirals from there. And this is the only year I'll be able to be on the directing team because I just graduated.
Mhm.
So unless I can help haul set stuff, but and so I wish I could be here, and I wish I could see it continue to grow and continue to snowball into something. However, that's another thing I like about it is that I don't think it's going to be able to snowball with the switch in leadership every single year. And there's something so just special and unique about the fact it's going to remain small. It's
Mhm.
going to remain local, low budget. We have $20 we spent on the entire costumes. So, like, the hair is a little messy. And I think there's something just very raw and fresh about it, because you're used to going to theaters and seeing these huge productions, and this is just students. And this is not the best show you've ever seen, but it's so honest.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it the best show.
Oh, I love that reframe and that attitude, because in the same way that you were like, oh, people were bored and they decided to start this, there were so many things that they could have let get in the way. Like, we don't have a budget, we don't have costumes, people don't know about this, whatever. And the way that you're reframing that and saying that that's exactly what makes it so special is how it's kind of grassrooty and
it's local. It's right. It's like people can't afford to go to Broadway a lot of the time, or they don't want to travel. So you're bringing it to them at Game Farm, like the community in Auburn.
Yeah.
Come to it for free, for sure.
obsessed. Cool.
I was gonna say the Chicago Improv show, just in case anybody was wondering. It was about like a murder mystery. It was kind of cool.
Oh.
So
Super cool.
actually, I don't remember. No, you know what? The premise was I think they would like take a prompt and then they would have to play off of it, and then they had like these asides where if they said a sentence, somebody could like clap or do something, and then that person would have to act out whatever that is. So that would be like their backstory. I don't know. It was super cool. Anyway, improv's fun. That project is super cool. I pulled up your Instagram. So yeah, it is A Sucker Shakespeare.
Mhm.
Follow them on Instagram, and the show is July 30th. So that's the Thursday and the Friday of July, 6 p.m. And then August 1st, 7th, and 8th. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. And you'll both be there? Everybody will be there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Angie
be-
will check it out. Narina will be there?
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
We'll be, Noah and I will be in the audience. We're going to give a pre-show speech like, hey, don't take pictures. Hope you enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Give us money at the end also. During our intermission, we have one of the characters go out. You'll have to see who it is if you come see the show. But we have one of our characters,
Ooh.
we have one of our characters go out and in character interact and be like, hey, give us money. Can I have some money? It's for my guy backstage. It's just like, it's funny.
Bring
Yeah.
your cash.
Yeah. Bring your cash. That's a good thing. We
Help
should
fund
put
the
that.
arts.
Yeah, exactly.
Help fund the arts.
Are you going or?
Sure, yeah. I'll go.
Uh-oh.
What, August 1st, 7th, and Sunday? Yeah, Saturday. Yeah. Why not?
Why not?
Let's do it.
All right. Don't miss this.
Don't miss it.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
miss-
yeah. Okay, yeah, the section. Yeah, don't miss this. Yeah, speaking of things not to miss, National Night Out, that's coming up. That is August 4th. That is a Tuesday, 5:30 to 8:30. It's a bunch of things in your community. If you have an event, go to it. If you do not, come downtown. We have free things you can check out. There's free music. I think there's free cookies. Yeah, there are free cookies. Angie, there's free cookies.
I'm there.
From PNW. They're not from
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's. I keep
Oh.
forgetting the name. I keep want to say Jimmy
What
John's.
was the day?
It's August 4th.
August
Tuesday.
4th. Okay.
There is Dick's Hamburgers. That's not free, but it's basically free. It's very cheap. It's like $3. There's that, and then what's the other thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, the Auburn Farmers Market. That's still happening every Sunday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Let's go Park. Check that out. You know what I was thinking? Shakespeare in the Park would be great at a farmers market. If you were like doing it right around there, that's like a built-in audience.
Yeah, that was another thing that we talked about liking in previous years, was that if people didn't know the show was going on, they would just be walking in the park, hey, what's this? And come
Yeah.
like sit down, watch like 30 minutes of it and get up and leave. Because it's not like an auditorium. You don't have to
Right.
sit there the whole time like,
Exactly.
oh, this is so boring. Then you can.
It's like
can go.
ephemeral. You can like dip in and out and still
Yeah.
get parts of it. There's like events that we do in those parks that you could also, if you wanted to do Shakespeare in the park for that.
They've got like bleachers, Parks does. People can sit on.
Yeah.
Keep it in mind for
Like
next year.
4th of July festival. There's Pet Palooza. I'm sure you could find a spot to do
Mm-hmm.
Shakespeare in the park for that. Hang out with the dogs. Sometimes it
try.
rains though. Actually, it rains every year somehow. Okay, well, trivia time. Angie's
Oh,
Arena.
boy.
Angie's
I'm just gonna lose. But so what we do is we have an odd number of questions. I think 9. Did you do 9? 7?
I did. I had to leave before I could finish. I got 6.
Okay,
If there's a tiebreaker, I'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out.
Okay.
And if you win, you don't get anything. Just
Oh.
bragging rights.
Bragging rights,
That's okay.
which is a big deal, by the way, to have bragging rights.
It's very big to Angie.
I feel nervous. I feel like we have to win to prove
Are
ourselves.
we on it?
You're on a team, yeah.
Okay.
It's
okay.
just, it's versus me.
So I did to be fair. It's okay if you guys don't get these because I tried to make them so general that even Jonathan could guess something. So
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
are we
It's
ready?
like a
or-
handicap.
We're ready. We're
Oh
ready.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, ready, set, go. Number 1.
Just say ready, set, go.
Ready, set, go.
Oh, and then you
Shakespeare?
just say the word out loud. You don't have to
Yeah.
like. There's no like buzzing.
Oh, okay.
I personally like to buzz in, but that's just
I don't
me.
think it helps.
Helps
Okay.
mentally.
Sometimes
it
it's like
helps.
chaotic, and she just will pick who got it.
Okay, so this is multiple choice.
Okay.
Which century was Shakespeare born in? 1400, 1500, 1600, 1700.
I think it's 1600s.
Beep. I'm gonna go with 1500s.
You're right.
Shoot.
Good guess.
What year was it?
Like 1552 or something,
okay.
1562.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking 16th century. All right, that's my bad. Yep.
See, if that happened to me, I'd be like freaking out. I'd be like, I was thinking 16th
Yeah,
century.
shoot.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I did wonder if that'd be confusing. Okay, anyway, so
Okay.
how many plays did Shakespeare write?
Oh my god. I don't know.
Nine, 38, 52, 174.
See, I was gonna say 38.
Did you guys
Well,
have
I
a
can't
guess?
hear you. You have headphones on.
He was right.
I was right.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah. We gotta go faster. We
Okay,
gotta go
okay,
It was
faster.
37?
38.
38? I was gonna say 27. In my head, it was like, it's gonna be 20s or 30s. All right,
I
38.
thought it was
Okay,
like
okay.
32.
Which
Sounds
play did the famous quote "to be or not be"?
Hamlet. I think I said it
You
first.
said it first, but they did know it.
I almost said it though.
And what
Give
he
it to
did,
us. We're only kids.
right? What he did to me last time, that's exactly what happened. I said it, and then he still gave it to the other team.
No. Check the tape. Angee said it after, but then this is Angee every time she doesn't get it. She's like, but wait a minute. I got this little piece, blah, 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 blah. And then I feel bad, so I give her half a point. But then
No,
it
no,
messes
no.
up the whole point structure, and we can't keep track of it
Okay,
anymore.
what if
Hold on, wait. I'm
Okay.
sorry. You're thinking of 2 episodes ago. Last episode, I did say it first, and you still
I think
gave
you
it to
didn't.
them.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't say it correctly. She didn't say the full name. It was like I needed the whole, or was like the proper name. You guys were giving me one part of it.
Whatever. What were you gonna say? Sorry.
I forgot.
I'm sorry. I had to defend. I'm sorry.
You're
It's
supposed to
okay.
guess
Give
the
him the
end.
point. Give him the point. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
We don't need it.
So it's 2-1.
I guess.
Who's keeping track though, right?
Okay.
Me. I am.
Next, which Hollywood person is known to be Shakespeare's doppelganger?
Christian Borle?
Who was that? What? Christian Borle?
Hollywood-
Oh, is it
Who
multiple
is that?
choice?
He's a
That's not
Broadway
my
actor.
That's not our. That's not
Wait,
our
wait,
answer.
wait,
if
hang
it's
on.
multiple
Like
choice.
doppelganger, like he looks like Shakespeare?
I'm gonna do multiple choice.
Okay, thank you.
Wait, can I look up these people?
It's not really about what they actually look like. It's like a lore thing, like
Oh,
people,
okay,
what people
okay.
say. Ryan Gosling, Adam Scott, and Adam Schulman, who is Anne Hathaway's husband.
Ryan Gosling, Adam Scott, the guy from Severance? It's got to be
gonna
Schulman.
guess Adam
whatever-
Scott.
The Schulman guy.
It is.
Heck
Aw.
yes.
And the whole like lore thing is that Anne Hathaway is Shakespeare's wife's name was Anne Hathaway,
Yeah.
and people say that Anne
Oh.
It
Hathaway's.
was?
That's what I when you said married to
Shakespeare
Anne
had a
Hathaway, I
wife?
was like,
I didn't know that.
she's dead. Like a long. I was. What do you?
What?
I didn't think
Yeah.
current day.
But current Anne Hathaway, her husband apparently looks like Shakespeare, and people are like, "Is this a reincarnation situation?"
Oh, she does not look like current Anne Hathaway, though.
No, Shakespeare.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I see it.
Shakespeare looks like.
Yeah, he
Her
kind of
husband.
does.
Wait, no, give us more questions.
That's interesting. You know what? Anne Hathaway, sidebar, The Odyssey, she's in The Odyssey.
Okay.
Full
She has a
circle.
very prominent, she's Penelope.
I love the name Penelope.
So she's basically cheating on Shakespeare with Homer. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, kind of. Penelope, that's where the name Penelope comes from. This is what's interesting about these ancient texts like that. The word mentor, you're watching the movie and like they say something about, oh, something happens to mentor. And you're like, the mentor's name is just mentor. That's so stupid. And you're like, oh no, that is where the name mentor comes from. And there's
there
a lot
are
of stuff in
of
Shakespeare
words
from that.
Shakespeare kind of coined or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, my I think one of my English teachers had like a poster on her wall that said things we say because of Shakespeare, and it was like heart of gold, like all of these sayings.
All the world's a stage, bedazzled,
That's in my Instagram.
Critic.
bio. All the world's a stage.
eventful, eyeball, generous, good riddance, in a pickle.
Yeah,
In a pickle. We love pickles.
everything's coming full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, next.
Swagger. What?
Finish the quote. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and
From 12th Night Fool's Line. This is literally this is on the
This
last
is-
page.
This is anti-Jonathan
this
is what
is-
this is.
This is scene 21. This is scene 21.
Is it multiple choice or is it?
it's you have to.
Free
I,
response.
I thought you
Oh,
guys would be able
God.
to.
How many words is
And-
it?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my God.
Some
Say it again.
Some have greatness thrust upon them.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh,
That's a good quote.
Good job, guys.
good job.
Yeah,
It's
good
also
job.
in Harry Potter.
You what?
It's also in Harry Potter.
Yeah, that
They
is
also
kind
say
of
that in
Harry
Harry
Potter.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's in Harry Potter.
what's
You know what? Actually, that sounds like Spider-Man to me. This is my boomer thing of Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing.
That's awesome.
Okay, thank you.
So, what's the score right now?
4-2. No,
5
3
to 1, I think.
5?
No.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you guys have 2. I think I had 3. We could tie.
3.
Okay.
I'm gonna create a new one. Okay, so now
Only
there-
if we tie, though.
Okay,
Okay.
finish the quote.
so
Oh
take
no,
your
I
time
already
here.
did that.
I want more finish the quote one.
True or false? Shakespeare coined the term "break the ice."
False.
Well, true then.
Yeah, you guys got
Oh,
it.
really?
Shoot.
Yes.
Great. Now it's tied.
Now tiebreaker.
Here, I can come up with a question.
For them to go against each other.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
do
yeah,
it.
okay.
Uh-oh.
This is not gonna be fair.
Yeah, this is not good.
Ooh, I explained this the other day, so you should know this.
I should. That doesn't mean I will.
Why? This is also about the show that Sucker Shakespeare's doing. 12th Night specifically. A little lore fact. Why is 12th Night, or What You Will, called, why does it have that title?
Why does it have 12th
12th Night as the title.
Do you want me to wait for you to give you an answer, or do you just
Yeah,
want me
let
to
him
answer?
let him
Hang on,
guess
okay,
because
okay.
he obviously.
Because it's the 12th night of something,
Good. Yeah.
which could coincide with like a full moon. It could be like a Saturn in retrograde or something. It's probably something celestial. It's a celestial alignment or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Can I guess? And I'll be on his team.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I think it has to do with a holiday, like Christmas or Hanukkah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 12th day. Yeah, it could
12
be.
days of
Yeah, 12th day of
Christmas?
Christmas. It could be that.
Christmas.
Yeah.
What about
Okay.
the holiday?
That there are 12 days, and on the 12th night, some ish goes down.
So I didn't even
Yeah,
know it was
yeah,
holiday related.
Yeah.
On the
If he has a better if that's the right answer, if he has a better answer, then he wins.
on the 12th night of Christmas, the Christmas time,
I
like
think it's the 12th day of December.
well, something
Or
like
January. Something about the 12th.
something
So,
like that. Everyone in like there was this like big party on the 12th day of just whatever, where like the social classes are kind of like flipped. And everyone kind of intermingled, like the rich people, like no one could tell who's rich, who's poor, stuff like that. And so 12th night is basically about that, like the mistaken identities, the rich guy being like, "Oh, I'm so girly. I want this girl."
I love that so much.
So it's basically called 12th Night or whatever you want, man. Because it's 12th Night or What You Will is the
So
official title.
I guess you guys will get the point. I don't think we should let you lose for
Yeah, I
Shakespeare.
agree with that.
So you guys win. Great job.
Yay.
You know, you're saying about like rich people and poor people, and you don't know who's what. That's like Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I was just watching a video on that. That has the most per capita billionaires, or maybe the highest income of any county in the United States. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
And you go there and like you couldn't tell, right? Because people are just kind of like in cowboy hats and they're just walking around. So
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry to derail that. Angie, you were going to say something.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, okay. Well, good trivia. That was fun.
Yeah.
Great
Thank
job.
Yeah, great job. You guys won.
Yes.
You didn't win anything, but good job. We used to do hot sauce. If you lost, you had to.
Oh.
But
Eat
then
some-
it like expired and became a public safety hazard.
Yeah, people kept like inhaling it too. It was not fun. Well, one person kept inhaling it. But just people.
Okay.
Okay, well, thanks so much for being on the show. So,
Yeah.
anything, follow you at Sucker Shakespeare
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
on
At
Instagram.
A Sucker Shakespeare on Instagram. Our show days are July 30th, 31st, and then August 1st and August 7th and 8th at 6 p.m. Game Farm Park Amphitheater.
6 p.m. Game Farm Park. It is free, but bring cash.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know if you want
If you want to
If
donate,
you're feeling
donate to the
generous.
arts. These are all high schoolers who are putting this on by and for. Well, also other people. It doesn't have to be high schoolers. If you're in high school, do please come. But if you're not in high school, you can also come. It says here that it's bring a blanket, chair, and a friend.
Yes.
Yep.
That's important. bring a picnic, have a fun time with it.
You guys should do a thing to like encourage more people to come of being like whoever brings the most friends like gets like a little prize.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Because
That's a
then more
good-
people
Cute.
come. I feel like that's
Yeah,
cute.
that's cute.
But then what if they don't have friends?
Oh,
Well, then they
no.
don't get a prize.
We
But
just
they
talked
don't-
about going to a
yeah.
movie theater alone. Come to Shakespeare in the Park alone.
Solo date.
Matthew
Yeah.
could come. Not that he doesn't have friends, but he lives in Auburn.
He
might
does.
We can say if you come to the show and you don't know a single person there,
Yeah.
then you get a prize.
Okay.
You have
Shakespeare is the prize.
all of the
Yeah.
friends there that you make.
The prize is to watch a fantastic show.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Love.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks guys.
Yeah. Thank you all. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.